Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. BPSDM hadir untuk Anda. BPSDM berkompeten untuk Sumbar Maju, Madani, Unggul, Berkelanjutan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Desniati, Kepala Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Provinsi Sumatera Barat. Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Provinsi Sumatera Barat memiliki tugas dan fungsi untuk meningkatkan kompetensi ASN di Provinsi Sumatera Barat. Kemudian juga BPSDM tentunya hadir untuk mendukung visi dan misi dari kepala daerah, terutama pada misi ke-7, yaitu terwujudnya tata kelola pemerintahan dan pelayanan publik yang bersih, akuntabel, dan berkualitas, di mana kinerja yang ingin diwujudkan adalah meningkatnya kompetensi dari ASN Provinsi Sumatera Barat. Kemudian Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Provinsi Sumatera Barat dibantu oleh 5 orang pejabat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Widya Sari, Sekretaris BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Monita, Kabid Pengembangan Kompetensi Teknis Inti pada BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Hendra Esos MSI, Jabatan Kepala Bidang Sertifikasi Kompetensi Pengelolaan dan Kelembagaan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Abinul Hakim, SPD MSI, Kepala Bidang Pengembangan Kompetensi Teknik Umum dan Fungsional BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Khairanti Khairanis, Kepala Bidang Pengembangan Kompetensi Manajerial BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Des Indri Prihantoni, Koordinator Widya Isuhara BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Sebagai pusat pengembangan kompetensi ASN di Sumatera Barat, BPSDM memiliki sarana pendukung 3 gedung asrama terdiri dari 75 kamar yang dapat menampung lebih kurang 217 orang, 2 ruang belajar, aula, pustaka, dan fasilitas pendukung lainnya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. BPSDM hadir untuk Anda. BPSDM berkompeten untuk sumber maju, madani, unggul, berkelanjutan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Desniati, Kepala Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Provinsi Sumatera Barat. Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Provinsi Sumatera Barat memiliki tugas dan fungsi untuk meningkatkan kompetensi ASN di Provinsi Sumatera Barat. Kemudian juga BPSDM tentunya hadir untuk mendukung visi dan misi dari kepala daerah, terutama pada misi ke-7, yaitu terwujudnya tata kelola pemerintahan dan pelayanan publik yang bersih, akuntabel, dan berkualitas, di mana kinerja yang ingin diwujudkan adalah meningkatnya kompetensi dari ASN Provinsi Sumatera Barat. Kemudian Badan Pengembangan Sumber Daya Manusia Provinsi Sumatera Barat dibantu oleh 5 orang pejabat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Widya Sari, Sekretaris BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Monita, KP Pengembangan Kompetensi Teknis Inti pada BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Hendra SOS MSI, Jabatan Kepala Bidang Sertifikasi Kompetensi Pengelolaan dan Kebelakangan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Abinul Hakim, SPD MSI, Kepala Bidang Pengembangan Kompetensi Teknik Umum dan Fungsional BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Khairanti Khairanis, Kepala Bidang Pengembangan Kompetensi Manajerial BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Desindri Prihantoni, Koordinator Wilayah Suara BPSDM Provinsi Sumatera Barat.
Sebagai pusat pengembangan kompetensi ASN di Sumatera Barat, BPSDM memiliki sarana pendukung 3 gedung asrama terdiri dari 75 kamar yang dapat menampung lebih kurang 217 orang, 2 ruang belajar, aula, pustaka, dan fasilitas pendukung lainnya.
sesuai arahan Presiden Republik Indonesia untuk mendukung visi 2045, ASN harus mengubah cara kerja sehingga dapat beradaptasi dengan lingkungan kerja baru pasca pandemi. Untuk mewujudkan birokrasi berkelas dunia melalui Smart ASN. Smart ASN merupakan pegawai dengan kompetensi, kinerja, serta profesionalisme yang tinggi sehingga mampu beradaptasi dan semakin responsif terhadap perubahan dan pencapaian tujuan organisasi.
Smart ASN memiliki profil yang disiapkan untuk menghadapi era disrupsi dan tantangan dunia yang semakin kompleks. Profil Smart ASN meliputi integritas, nasionalisme, profesionalisme, wawasan global, penguasaan teknologi informasi dan bahasa asing, hospitality, networking, dan entrepreneurship. Mereka diharapkan dapat berperan sebagai digital talent dan digital leader yang mendukung transformasi birokrasi di Indonesia menuju birokrasi berkelas dunia.
Integritas yaitu kesesuaian antara apa yang dikatakan dengan apa yang diperbuat, berkata dan berlaku jujur. Konsistensi berperilaku yang selaras dengan nilai moral yang juga bertanggung jawab, jujur dalam hubungan dengan atasan, rekan kerja, bawahan langsung, dan pemangku kepentingan.
Nasionalisme yaitu paham kebangsaan yang tumbuh karena adanya persamaan nasib dan sejarah, serta kepentingan untuk hidup bersama sebagai suatu bangsa yang merdeka, bersatu, berdaulat, demokratis, dan maju dalam satu kesatuan bangsa dan negara. Implementasinya, seorang ASN harus bekerja dengan semangat cinta tanah air Indonesia.
Profesionalisme adalah kemampuan aparatur sipil negara untuk memiliki keterampilan dalam melaksanakan pekerjaannya sesuai dengan bidang dan tugas pokok masing-masing.
ASN yang berwawasan global diartikan sebagai ASN yang mampu bekerja melalui pandangan yang menyeluruh serta mampu menemukan dan menggunakan perkembangan atau inovasi yang ada baik dalam skala nasional ataupun internasional.
ASN dituntut untuk tidak gagap teknologi dan dapat memanfaatkan aplikasi produk IT dalam meningkatkan efektivitas dan efisiensi untuk meningkatkan kinerja yang optimal serta mampu menggunakan bahasa asing, terutama bahasa Inggris, yang merupakan modal untuk membangun relasi.
Hospitality merupakan cara pemberian pelayanan atau penerimaan tamu, pengunjung, atau bahkan orang asing yang datang sehingga mereka akan memiliki kesan baik dan terpuaskan dengan pelayanan yang diberikan.
Networking yaitu menjalin hubungan atau jejaring dengan orang lain atau organisasi yang berpengaruh positif pada kesuksesan profesional maupun personal.
Entrepreneurship. ASN dituntut memiliki kemampuan entrepreneurship, yakni berjiwa kewirausahaan yang ditandai dengan dimilikinya keberanian, kreativitas, inovatif, pantang menyerah, dan cerdas dalam menangkap dan menciptakan peluang serta bertanggung jawab.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Bestie lovers. Welcome back to Bestie, belajar Inggris setiap Tuesday melalui e-learning holding by BPSDM of West Sumatra Province. First of all, let's say Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. All thanks to Allah the Almighty for giving us the opportunity to join here today. Praise and salutation to our Prophet Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Honorable Dr. Insinyur Desniati MM, Head of BPSDM of West Sumatra Province, Honorable Mrs. Dian Purnamasari MPD as our speaker of today's series, and to all of you Bestie lovers, thank you for your attendance. We meet again in Bestie Batch VI Series 5. My name is Nadia Amanda Putri. It's an honor for me being here today as your moderator. Terima kasih Bapak Ibu atas partisipasinya dalam Bestie. Kita ketemu lagi pada Bestie Batch ke-6 series ke-5, Selasa 12 November 2024. Dan senang sekali saya Nadia akan menjadi moderator pada kali hari ini. And without further ado, we'll begin today Bestie with opening speech from Head of PPSDM of West Sumatra Province to Ibu Dr. Insinyur Desniati MM. The screen is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Head of Government Institution of West Sumatra Province, Honorable Speaker and Moderator of today's series, Bestie lovers, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished audience. In order to improve skill and competency to civil servants, especially in English language, which is known as international language, Human Resources Development Agency of West Sumatra Province holding a program called Bestie, Belajar English setiap Tuesday melalui e-learning that already starts since 2023. Now, in 2024, Bestie program return with more specific topic, which is TOEFL preparation. This TOEFL preparation covers all sections from structure, listening, and reading. We are very happy with your enthusiasm in our program. There were many of you that interested actively with our speaker and also participated in chat Zoom meeting. We hope this spirit will continue until the last batch. In order to appreciate and motivate our participants, we will holding TOEFL prediction test at the end of the year for 50 best participants. We hope more ASN will be interested in joining Bestie program. And to those who already joined, we hope you can influence the others to join as well so that many people will get benefit from this program. We also like to say thank you to STBA program team as our speaker in Bestie program. In learning process, we still using LMS, pre-test, and post-test in X series. Hopefully, with more exercise, given our skill also improve rapidly. Kittens are adorable, making puppies wagging their tail. Bestie 2024 is all about TOEFL. Let's join and upgrade our skill. By saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, let's start today's series in Bestie. Hopefully, Allah SWT give His blessing for our lesson today. Keep spirit. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much, Bunda. Sebelum kita masuk ke materi, izinkan saya mengingatkan kembali beberapa rules terkait Bestie. Untuk sertifikat, kita tidak akan lagi membagikan di akhir series, melainkan di akhir batch ke-6, dengan syarat peserta harus mengerjakan tugas yang ada di LMS dan mengisi daftar hadir. Untuk peserta yang tidak memiliki akun LMS, dapat mengerjakan tugas yang diupload pada folder Google Drive. Link nanti akan dibagikan oleh panitia pada kolom chat, silahkan dilihat pada kolom chat. And now, Bestie lovers, we are entering our main station with Mrs. Dian Purnamasari with the topic written expression, problem with preposition. Last series, we already talked about problems with articles, and now we will move to the preposition. Prepositions are hard to define, but they are usually linked to a noun or a noun phrase, and it may show the relationship between that noun with something else, like verb. They may indicate position, direction, or time. The biggest problem with preposition is that they often have no rules governing their use. You just need to remember them according to how they are used. Now let's greet our wonderful speaker, shall we? Good morning, Mrs. Dian. How are you today?
Good morning, Miss Nadia. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather actually. I got flu
You
again.
got cold?
Yeah, I got cold again.
Yeah, last night it was rain so hard. Maybe because
Exactly.
of the rain yesterday. Are you
Um,
getting rain yesterday?
no, it's been a week actually, and it doesn't go away. I don't know why.
Yeah, the weather changed so fast
Yep,
nowadays, right?
exactly.
Sometimes it's hot and then it's rain and then hot again and rain again.
It's
Okay,
sunny
and
here.
before we,
It's
yes,
sunny
I
here.
think the same weather happened in your place also, right?
Yep.
Okay, before we start, I'd like to read the profile of our speaker. I believe most of Bestie lovers already know about her, but for the newcomers, allow me to introduce our speaker, Mrs. Dian Purnamasari, MPD. The speaker is a lecturer in Prayoga School of Foreign Language who had completed her master degree with cum laude predicate at the State University of Jakarta in 2014. The speaker is also active in researching so that she has various articles in national accredited journals and international proceedings since she always participates as speaker for international seminars every year. The speaker also has a passion in writing, which had produced written works in the form of 6 books and become an editor for 2 other books. And without further ado, please welcome Mrs. Dian Purnamasari, MPD, and to Ms. Dian, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Miss Nadia. Good morning, Bapak Ibu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, so today we've reached into the 5th session. This is the 5th meeting for batch 6. Berarti setengahnya lagi ya Bapak Ibu. Kita akan ketemu di classical meeting for TOEFL prediction test. Okay, so this is the written expression. Masih written expression, we still deal with structure and also written expression tips and trick. Karena memang walaupun porsinya 40 soal, tapi structure ini dan written expression skillnya banyak sekali Bapak Ibu. So that's why we put more meetings to the structure and also written text. Mr. Maizer Sham, you raise your hand. You want to say something or what?
I think Mr. Maizer Sham just want to say he is here.
Oh, okay. Oh, not raising hand yet. Okay, so hello, Mr. Maizer Sham. Okay, Bapak Ibu. So in our meeting, we are going to talk only about 2 materials actually. Cuman ada 2 Bapak Ibu. As what Ms. Nadia said before, mengenai preposition ini there is no common rules yang usually we can follow. Jadi semakin sering Bapak Ibu membaca buku atau misalnya mendengarkan audio dalam bahasa Inggris, itu berarti akan semakin banyak collocation yang akan Bapak Ibu dengar. For example, misalnya Bapak Ibu dengar nih, she is married. She is married. Nah, selama ini mungkin Bapak Ibu taunya she is married with. Karena dalam bahasa Indonesia kita taunya menikah dengan. Meanwhile, in English, married collocation-nya adalah to Bapak Ibu. So she is married to my brother, for example, not she is married with my brother. Untuk pengaturan kapan kita pakai to, kapan kita pakai with, tidak ada Bapak Ibu. Tidak ada pengaturan khusus, peraturan khusus, di mana kalau yang akhiran ini berarti pakai to. Nah, biasanya kan grammar ada seperti itu ya. Sedang yang menggunakan akhiran n berarti pakainya to. Yang akhirannya m berarti pakainya in misalnya. There is no such rule. Jadi semakin familiar, the more we get familiar with the material, the more we know what is the collocation dari satu kata ke kata berikutnya. Okay, Bapak Ibu. So yes, it becomes problem because we are not accustomed to it. We are not familiar with it. So it becomes problems. So some of the prepositions are familiar and some others are not. For example, now we have these kind of prepositions. There are so many others, Bapak Ibu, selain yang ada di sini. Tapi yang paling biasa kita gunakan adalah at, in, and on, right? We use it for talking about time and maybe talking about place. Now we usually use that. But we also have like under, about, for, through, across, into, after, or beside. Like into, ada in, ada into. So in ada sedikit perbedaan dengan into. In itu biasanya kan ada masuk seperti itu kan Bapak Ibu, tapi into itu ada pergerakannya. Nah, we are going to talk about it later on. Okay. So what is prepositions? So prepositions are actually certain words that go directly before the nouns. So they often show direction and also show another kinds of things like what I've said before. We can say like place or time and any others. Usually when show direction, we use below, above, over, under, around, through, in, out, between, among, to, towards, and etc. And other common prepositions include of, for, from, with, and also like. So like can be one of the prepositions. Maybe we know before that like is only a verb, but we can also use it as prepositions. Okay. So Bapak Ibu, my first question. Which prepositions would you use for days of week? When you talk about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which prepositions do you use, Bapak Ibu? If you're not if you do not want to be shown on the screen, you can annotate here, Bapak Ibu, boleh. You can annotate, you can type there. What prepositions would you use? Do you use in, on, at, to, or maybe about, or maybe through, or maybe like, or maybe as? What do you use, Bapak Ibu? Okay, we have 100 and more participants. Okay, or maybe you want to use it in meeting chat. Okay, we use on Sunday. That's the example. Okay, so most of you say on, all of you say on. Okay, okay. Not in ya, Bapak Ibu. In Monday, not like that, or at Monday, or to Monday, or off Monday, not like that. Okay, my next question. Which one goes with locations, Bapak Ibu? For example, you want to say, I live blah, 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 Purus, for example. What do you use for locations? At, use at. Not in, not on, or go to? I live at blah, 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 or in blah, blah, blah. Okay. Use in. Okay, all right. Let's wait for another participants. In, still in. Okay, in. And more specific, like, yeah, and okay. So in is we used in to tell about only an area, but if we want to say a specific, like the street or maybe the number of your home, for example, you can use at. Yes, thank you, Ibu. Okay, so we have some in, on, and at, and with the time and also place prepositions here, Bapak Ibu. So untuk hari we use Monday, on Monday, as you said before. Yes, you are correct. Tapi kalau untuk time kayak pagi hari, siang hari, sore hari, we use in the morning, in the afternoon, kecuali at night ya Bapak Ibu. Tapi boleh in the night kalau misalnya Bapak Ibu mau refer ke ada satu waktu di malam hari itu. Tapi kalau misalnya whole night, you can say at night. Tapi kalau misalnya ada satu waktunya, misalnya hanya jam 8 atau hanya jam 7, you can say in the night. And then untuk tahun in 1980, in the 1900s, in the 17th century, in the Easter holiday, it is for specific holiday. You can use in, but use the because it's specific. We use the article the for the specific one. In the next century, in the future, or in the next 10 years' time. Meanwhile, for on, we use for days and also for month and also date or maybe specific date, like we have the date, then month, and also the year. And on Christmas Day, because we do not use the here on the Christmas Day, no. On my birthday, on Tuesday, on time. And for at, we use the time, the hour at 9 a.m., at 8 o'clock, 6 p.m., at night, like this, at noon or midday, at Easter, at Christmas, at dinner time, at dinner, or at the moment. And then for the place, we can use in, like here, we use in for talking about an area, like in Chinatown or in a country and in a building, in a car, di dalam sesuatu, misalnya. And then on a bus. Nah, this is in a car, on a bus. Ini yang no specific rules, Bapak Ibu. As I told you before, tidak ada specific rules yang bisa kita pahami untuk menyatakan preposition. So it's just when we get familiar with it, then we can do it. In a car, on a bus, in a taxi, on a plane. You can see the difference. In a boat, in a helicopter. Helicopter juga bagian dari yang terbang, tapi untuk helikopter kita pakai in a helicopter. Tapi kalau yang plane, on a plane. On the telephone, on the internet, on the television, and then the others. And then the name of the street, kalau lengkap, yes, at 675 State Street. At the bus stop, at the door, like this, Bapak Ibu. Okay, let's continue. Another difference of in, on, and at. Nah, ini yang lebih gampang ya Bapak Ibu. For time, we can say like centuries, decades, years, months, and weeks. We can use like by using in the 1800s, in the 80s. Yep. In 2 weeks, for example, in July, in May. Tapi kalau mau pakai yang lebih spesifik, menggunakan tanggal on May 7. Nah, on my birthday itu specific, more specific. And then yang very specific, ada jamnya at 7 a.m. or maybe at 12 o'clock, at 5 p.m. Just like that. So the left one deal with time and the right one deal with location. Okay. Bapak Ibu. Nah, so we use the prepositions in, on, or at to say something happens. For the clock times, kita pakai hitungannya 6 o'clock or at 9:30, at 1 p.m. for example, or at 1 p.m. Yes, 1 p.m. And also for the meal times and breaks, we can use in also, at breakfast time, at lunchtime, at dinner time, at break time, meal times and breaks, and also other time phrases like at night. Tapi at night tadi as I told you, kalau at night itu refer ke whole night, tapi kalau in the night boleh kalau misalnya hanya refer ke satu waktu di malam hari itu. At weekends, it means that every weekend. And the weekend, at the weekend, but only that weekend. As at Christmas and also at Easter. Nah, What do you use for this one, Bapak Ibu? Number one, I have 3 questions. What do we use for number one? Pardon me, sir? I get up. Okay, use chat through the group chat. Okay, add. Okay, all participants says add. So I get up at 6:30 a.m. and go for a run. Okay. Okay. All of you says add. Okay, I get up at 6:30 karena kita deal with time and ada specific jamnya at 6:30 a.m. Therefore we use at. Okay. Okay. Number 2. She would like to leave the office blah 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 lunchtime. Remember Bapak Ibu, lunchtime itu berarti specific time, meal time. Meal time. Okay, she doesn't like to leave the office, blah blah blah, lunchtime. So what do we use? Also add. Okay, she doesn't like to leave the office at lunchtime. Yes, because it's meal time. And then number 3, the baby often wakes up, blah blah blah, in the night. Okay. In the night, Mr. Ahmad.
In the night.
Bestie also in the night. Okay, at night. In the night, at night. Which one? If we talk about at night as a whole, malam itu full, satu malam itu, for example, we can use at night. At the night. At night biasanya tanpa the ya Bapak Ibu. Yes. Tapi kalau biasanya ada seperti ini, we can use in the night because we refer to specific time. Ada biasanya baby-nya bangun sekitar jam 11 malam misalnya. Atau jam 1 saja misalnya. Jadi ada specific time, not whole night. Not whole night. So we can use here in this sentence, in the night.
In the night.
Yes. Okay. Bapak Ibu, we continue. Nah, how about the others? Nah, yang ini pengaturan untuk in. For in, we can say it with parts of the day, and also month, a season, like in the spring, summer, autumn, winter. Sekarang kita lagi apa ya namanya ya? In the middle of dry and wet season.
Summer. It's summer.
It's summer. But sometimes it's wet. Sometimes it's dry. Okay. Yep. Inilah waktu imun kita bekerja ya Bapak Ibu. Musim-musim seperti ini. So it's summer, yes, yeah, maybe, yeah. Is it Mr. Teddy?
Yes, Miss Dian.
Yes, okay. Sir, so it's dry now, especially in Purus. So we cannot say it's summer here because we don't have 4 seasons. We only have 2, dry and wet. How about in your office? Is it dry or wet?
If in the room, yeah, it's cold because because the air condition.
It's winter inside the
yeah,
room.
yeah, something like that. But outside is summer.
It's okay, yeah, almost 28, yeah, maybe this morning, almost 28, yeah, degrees. Okay, so wherever you are, Bapak Ibu, I hope you are doing fine. I hope you are healthy, and Yeah, mentally and also physically. That's why we are here. Okay.
Uh,
So let's continue, Bapak Ibu. So about the years and centuries and decades, we also use it. Like now in 2024 or 2024, or in the 21st century, or in the 80s, in the 20s, 2000s, sorry. I cannot say in 80s, yeah. In 20s, no. Seperti seakan-akan 1920 in 20s. In 2000s. And then the other time phrases, like in the past, in the future, in the last few days, in the last few weeks, for example, we can use that. Or also maybe for years, months, weeks, and also days. Okay, Bapak Ibu, let's come to the exercise. What do we use here, Bapak Ibu? Okay. In for all answers, for all questions. It at summer. Okay, no more participant answering the question. Okay, let's move again. We have here the first one is the evening. The second one is summer. And the third one is December. Let's see. In the evening. No, we use it for showing the day. So time of the day. So we have evening here, Bapak Ibu. It means that we need to use in. And also summer is also season. Therefore, we can also use in the summer. And also December, the month. In December or in January or February, like this. So therefore, all of the answers here are actually by using in. In summer, in December, in the evening. Kalau evening, there is no rules kayak in the evening at the evening nggak ada seperti at night ya Bapak Ibu. Yang punya peraturan beda itu cuman yang at night. Okay, let's continue. We come to on. On, we use it with days, on Monday, on Tuesday, on my birthday, on New Year's Day, on New Year's Eve, for example. And also for dates, like on 30 July, on July 30, or on the 2nd of August, like this. So we only have two ways, two things deals with on. Days and also dates. Let's continue to the exercise. We will have so much exercise for today. Karena materinya cuma 2 Bapak Ibu, it's not that banyak seperti sebelumnya. Nah, so we are just going to have more exercise. Now, how about this one, Bapak Ibu? We still use in? Oh no, ini yang sebelumnya kayaknya. Okay. On, in, okay, on Friday, okay. On, in, which one is in, Buia? Which one for your answer is in Fridays? What number? It's his birthday in, okay, at 19 October, okay. Oh, it's different. Mr. Ahmad says different. Miss Lee says on, tiga-tiganya on, okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3 on. Okay. Let's see the previous one. Fridays. It's days of the week. And then 19 October is date, and also 2nd of August is also date. Let's see. Before we use for date and also days, we both use on. Therefore, all of the answers here are by using on, Bapak Ibu, on Fridays. Okay, on Fridays, berarti setiap hari Jumat, yes, we have a long lunch because Bapak-Bapak is going to Salat Jumat. It's his birthday on 19 October or October 19. And this one was also the 2nd of August or August the 2nd for date. Therefore, all of these 3 questions, we need to use on, Bapak Ibu. Yep. Okay, let's see. Nah, kalau yang ini jawaban Bapak Ibu apa? She was interested in, on, or at taking the course. Nah, ini kan nggak ada. Ini kan nggak ada hubungannya sama time, nggak ada hubungannya sama location, tidak ada hubungannya sama days, date, hours. No, Bapak Ibu. What do we use?
In.
In. Why, sir? Can you
Yeah.
tell?
Ya, apa? Interested in
Interested.
taking. Apa ya, padanannya itu seperti itu, Miss Dian.
Yes, the
Interested in.
collocation, yes, sir.
Ya,
The collocation. Kalau misalnya in, pasangannya ya pasti pakai. Kalau interested, pasangannya itu udah pasti in.
ya.
We use on, we cannot use at. Sometimes it's just about the feeling. Karena udah biasa pakai itu, jadi feel-nya udah ke situ. That's why we need to get familiar, Bapak Ibu. Interested itu kalau list of collocations itu ada kamusnya, ada dictionary-nya. Kalau misalnya kita mau menghafal, it's a kind of difficult. But if you are a kind of people yang bisa remember all the things in a faster way, so yep, you can write it down or read the dictionary. But it's a kind of difficult, and also we do not have the context to put it into a correct sentence. Therefore, the most possible way is getting familiar. Kalau Bapak Ibu sering dengerin podcast, for example, atau misalnya sering dengerin film atau sering nonton film atau sering dengerin lagu, you can know that interested itu the collocation is with in, not with on, not with at. So the answer for this one is she was interested in taking the course. We cannot use on, we cannot use at. Interested, pasangannya in. How about arrive? Nah, kalau arrive yang ini, we have the collocation karena ada nunnya. Jadi pasangannya bukan gara-gara arrive, tapi gara-gara nunnya, Bapak Ibu. Kalau untuk nun, kita pakai apa? In nun, on nun, at nun.
At noon.
At noon. Karena specific time, tadi ada yang midday and noon. So we use at noon. We can know, karena ada yang mirip-mirip dengan noon. Tapi interested? No. As what I've told you before, married, we use the collocation with to. Married to, not married with. Even though in our language, we usually say, dia menikah dengan. And then we translate dengan to English language, and it becomes with. Nah, it's not correct, Bapak Ibu. So we cannot use the collocation that we usually use in Indonesian, and then we translate it to English, just like that. No. Another example, argue. We use the collocation with. Yeah, argue with. Like different. Kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia kan berbeda dengan. We cannot also translate it different with. Different, we need to use from. Different from. So some of the collocations in English Almost all cannot be translated directly from our language to the English version. Okay, Bapak Ibu. So to be clear, the first one is she was interested in taking the course. And number two is we will arrive at noon. Okay, let's continue. Nah, we have the prepositions used. Ada dua Bapak Ibu. There are two ways in using prepositions, especially in TOEFL test. Nah, ada dua jenis prepositions, penggunaan prepositions yang so much different. The first one is literal way. It means that what is the true meaning. So it means what you expect. The example, the boy ran up the hill. Nah, up means up, right? Bapak Ibu, naik. Nah, ran up the hill really mean the boy is naik gitu ke atas bukit itu. So up there benar-benar berarti naik. Up means the boy went in the direction up rather than down. Jadi kalau misalnya dia turun, the boy ran down the hill. Tapi kalau dia naik, the boy ran up the hill. Jadi bisa kita ibaratnya kita translate secara langsung itu maknanya still the same. However, for the idiomatic way, I call up my friend, itu juga ada meaningnya. The collocation of call is up. I call up my friend means that I telephone my friend. I have a phone call with my friend. It doesn't mean saya nelfon terus saya naik gitu. It doesn't mean that way because it's idiomatic. So in this sentence, two different sentences by using the same prepositions means differently, Bapak Ibu. Nah, I also have another example. For example, in. She went in the house, for example. She went in the house. Dia masuk ke dalam. She went in the house. Masuk ke dalam. In di situ maksudnya memang benar-benar ke dalam. However, kalau misalnya contohnya, he succeeded in passing the course. In di situ kan maksudnya bukan dia berhasil masuk ke dalam melewati ujiannya kan. It doesn't mean that way. Therefore, he succeeded in passing the the course means that dia itu berhasil lolos dari ujiannya, for example. Jadi succeeded itu pasangannya adalah in. The collocation of succeeded is in. So we cannot say like inside something because it's idiomatic. So once more time, Bapak Ibu, it is impossible to list all potential idiomatic expressions with their prepositions because there are so many expressions that could appear, especially in TOEFL test. Nah, so here we're just going to practice more in recognizing the problems, and also we are going to know better about the TOEFL type questions. Therefore, when we are working in written expressions in question tests, we will be aware that the idiomatic expressions can contain errors, and also the prepositions are, yeah, it's just a common errors in the section. Okay, so we have, okay, one more time, Bapak Ibu. Nah, this one is what I've told you before. She went in the house. She succeeded in passing the course. When in here is literal meaning because it means that really I get into the house, masuk inside the house. Meanwhile, for the second one, he succeeded in passing the course. It doesn't mean that masuk ke dalam course-nya, but because we use succeeded, and then to relate it, we use the collocation preposition as in. He succeeded in. That's why. Okay. Nah, how about this one, Bapak Ibu? What preposition will you use? Remember, kalau yang seperti ini, lihat yang di belakangnya, Bapak Ibu. Nah, sale, time, and then chance. What do you need to fill in for number one? Kita fokus on number one. On sale, or in sale, or at sale. Usually it can be seen when you go to the mall, for example, and then you see a small board saying that lagi discount. What do you say? Is it in sale, on sale, or at sale? Okay. Use on, oh, it said the list say in sale. Is all furniture in sale? Is all furniture on sale? Which one? Yang mana yang lebih tepat? Penggunaannya Bapak Ibu. Okay. So number one, the answer should be on the sale. Is all furniture on sale? Pasangan dari sale itu biasanya adalah on. Okay, Bapak Ibu. Okay. I think almost all of you are correct. Okay. Number two, this bus leaves right in time, at time. Which one, Bapak Ibu? On time. Okay. On time is the correct one. Yes. So, tepat waktu biasanya kita bisa bilangnya on time. Apakah tadi Bapak Ibu tepat waktu sampai kantor? Do you come on time? So we use on time.
In time. I come to office on in time.
In time. Why do you use in time, Mr. Teddy?
Before the correct before on time.
Before on time. So what time do you need to go to? Do you need to reach your office?
7:30.
So you came before 7:30.
Yeah. I
Ooh.
came at 7:20.
7:20. Earlier, 10 minutes earlier.
Yep.
10 minutes earlier.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Number three, Bapak Ibu. Julie and I met in the shopping mall. Do we need to use another selain on, in, at? Mungkin ada
At chance. At chance.
Yes. At chance. Why, sir?
Apa ya? I don't know how to answer, but my feelings say at chance.
They say so. Okay. So untuk yang ini, biasanya kalau accidentally, you meet someone accidentally, tidak sengaja, Bapak Ibu, so you can use by. Julie and I met in the shopping mall by chance. So it means that you do not plan to meet Julie at the shopping mall. So it's just a random day, and then you meet her in the shopping mall. So it's by chance. So it means that accidentally or not planned. Tidak dijadwalkan. Let's see the chat box. In chance. Oh, we use by chance. Sorry. Okay. So two topics that we are going to talk about today, Bapak Ibu. The first one is we are going to recognize incorrect prepositions. And then the next one is we are going to recognize when prepositions have been omitted. Jadi ada yang salah, ada yang prepositionnya nggak dipakai. Nah, meanwhile, kalau yang salah incorrect prepositions, yeah, maybe the match is not correct, or maybe the place is not correct. For the second one, when the preposition have been omitted, we need to use the prepositions. But in that case, there is no preposition. Misalnya kayak ngomongin tadi, I'm interested, nggak ada pakai in, And then you say, going to Tokyo, for example. So I'm interested going to Tokyo is not correct because we need to use in. I'm interested in going to Tokyo, for example. And usually after the preposition, we also, yang seperti tadi Bapak Ibu, I'm interested in, we need to use gerund. When we use gerund, it means that we need to use the verb plus ing. So that's why I'm making the sentence, I'm interested in going to Tokyo because it's after after preposition. Ada 3 types of gerunds. Yang type yang ketiga itu adalah setelah prepositions. Okay, let's take a look, Bapak Ibu. Number 1. For recognizing incorrect preposition, we have actually 2 rules. Rule number 1, do not use or end a sentence with unnecessary preposition, Bapak Ibu. When the meaning is clear without the preposition, we do not need to add preposition. Kan sometimes kadang kayak kita pernah dengar yang prepositionnya ada di akhir gitu. Kayak ini. That is something I cannot agree with. Nah, with there is actually a necessary preposition. Kita tidak bisa hilangkan karena kita tidak, that is something I cannot agree with. With-nya itu mempengaruhi dengan apa gitu. Agree with. Tapi kalau yang incorrectnya, misalnya, where did he go to? Where did he go? Kita bisa bilang pakai go saja tanpa harus menyatakan to, karena to is unnecessary because the meaning is clear without it. Kalau di sini kita hilangkan with-nya, the meaning is not clear. I cannot agree apa gitu. So still it leaves blank. Tapi kalau yang di bawah, where did he go to? Where did he go to? It means that we do not need to add to untuk menyatakan dia pergi kemana. Okay. And then the rule number 2, don't follow like with a subject and verb because prepositions are followed only by nouns that act as the object of the preposition. We can use like as if, or as though, or the way instead of like when subject and verb are followed. Contohnya, I wish I could be more like her. It's correct, Bapak Ibu. Tapi, it doesn't look like she will show up for dinner. No, here, look like is not correct, is not in correct way. Is not a correct way because seharusnya kita tidak pakai look like di sini. Look like itu seperti mirip. She looks like her mother, for example. Jadi dia mirip sama ibunya. Jadi bukan berarti mirip di sini kayak kita bilang mirip itu kan seperti ya, Bapak Ibu. Dia seperti ibunya. Sometimes we say it that way. Tapi look like tidak bisa kita buat di dalam bahasa Inggris seperti ini. It doesn't look like, dia sepertinya nggak datang. It doesn't look like she will come. We cannot use look like karena langsung kepikirannya itu appearance. That's why the correct way is use as, Bapak Ibu, to replace the look like. It doesn't look as if. Jadi like-nya kita ganti dengan as if or as though she will show up for dinner. Just like that. Okay. The other example. Do it like I told you. Do it like I told you. Do it the way I told you. Jadi like di sini we cannot use like also karena setelahnya setelahnya ada subject dan verb, Bapak Ibu. So we cannot use like. So to replace like, you can use the way. Do it the way I told you. Not do it like I told you. So it depends on what is behind or come after the word like itself. Okay. Any questions so far, Bapak Ibu? Okay, I guess no. Okay, let's continue then. Let's see, which one is correct? Number 1, is it A or a B? You can annotate, Bapak Ibu. You can check, misalnya menurut Bapak Ibu yang nomor 1 betul, berarti check and A. Sorry. Okay, still number 1. C, the answer. So what is B? Oh, we didn't use add. Tidak harus pakai add. Unnecessary. Okay, where did you get this at? Where did you get this? Okay. Oh, okay. Number 1 is correct. Yes, Bapak Ibu. Where did you get this? We do not need to put add because it's unnecessary and it doesn't change the meaning. Tidak merubah maknanya. Therefore, we can use B. The B is the correct answer. How about number 2? Okay, we have different opinion now. Ada ibu yang menjawab B, ada yang jawab A. Okay, B. Okay. Nanti kita cek ya Bapak Ibu. Number 3. A and B. Bedanya ada di off. Now 3A is take your shoes off the bed. And 3B take your shoes off the bed. Do we need to put double off? Okay, we'll explain it later, Ms. Nova. Okay. Number 4. Okay, and number 5. Okay. Untuk Bapak Ibu yang baru gabung, you can answer it by choosing A or B for each question, Bapak Ibu. Okay, so we have reached to number 5. Let's see the answer. In this part, number one, yes, we do not need to add at the end of the word, of the end of the sentence, because using at is unnecessary. Number two, we also don't need to put on, because the meaning after I will go later. And then we finish on later, itu sudah, maknanya sudah full. We don't need to put on again because it's unnecessary. And then for number three, take your shoes off the bed. We do not need to put off and off, double off, even though it has different spelling. But we do not need to use off and off. Karena shoes off and then off the bed. No need to. And then number four, cut it into small pieces. Nah, up di sini juga tidak necessary karena maksudnya bukan literal meaning. Bukan yang, sorry, without, the meaning is not idiomatic. Therefore, we do not need to put up, cut it up into small pieces. No need to. Just cut it into small pieces. And then number five, I look like my sister because it deals with your appearance. From up to toe, for example, your resemblance, your sister. So therefore, number five, the correct answer is A because it's your appearance. You can use look like. For tadi kan kita bahas bisa pakai like diganti sama S. Itu kalau tidak untuk appearance, Bapak Ibu. So number five, the correct answer is actually A. I look like my sister. Okay, let's continue. So how to choose the right preposition? Nah, there are some tricks. The first one is off or off. Do not use the word off after the word off. Jadi makanya yang tadi salah Bapak Ibu karena nggak boleh double off. The book fell off the table. The book fell off the table is wrong. That's the first one. Or bagaimana memilih from dan then? When you are trying to say that something is unlike something else, that something is different from something, use from. So that means in comparison to similarity. Jadi kalau Bapak Ibu mau ngomongin tentang perbedaan, you can use from. Tapi kalau Bapak Ibu mau ngomongin similarity, persamaan, you can use then. Okay. For example, my ideas are different from yours. Berbeda dengan. Nah, ini yang tadi dipakai untuk with. When different means disagree, kalau tidak persetujuan, Bapak Ibu baru bisa kita pakai with. Tapi kalau misalnya perbedaan, seperti ide saya beda sama ide kamu, or baju saya beda sama baju kamu. Nah, ketika itu kita pakai from. Tapi kalau misalnya ide menunjukkan persetujuan, disagreement. In that case, Bapak Ibu, you can use with. Tapi kalau hanya perbedaan biasa, you can use from. My ideas are different from yours, or these blouses are different from those. Atau those blouses is also correct. So we can use from when you talk about something is unlike something else. But when you use then, it means that you tell about comparison to similarity. Okay. And then number three, how do we make a difference between among and between? So between is the correct preposition to use when there are two people or things involved. Two or thing. Two people or thing. So kalau hanya antara dua, you can use between. However, you need to use among when there are three or more. So the example, we will put this book between the other two. So that the noun is only this book and the other two. But for the among, we can use it for example, you have so many books in the library, for example, there are so many books and any other things. Therefore, in that case, you need to use among, not between. Kalau between, antara dua benda. Yang di atas ini bukan berarti this book and other two kan lebih dari satu, no. Maksudnya satu buku ini dan dua buku lainnya itu dihitung satu, Bapak Ibu, dua noun. Okay, that is the difference between among and between. And also like and as, tadi kan mirip like and as expressions for to express similarity. As is used as conjunction that shows similarity, but like is not. Problems will come when you replace the preposition like for the conjunction as. For example, I will do like you advise. You advise is actually a clause. Jadi a clause itu kan terdiri dari subject and verb. You is the subject, advise is the verb. So it forms a clause and cannot be the object of preposition. Tidak boleh setelah preposition menggunakan subject and verb. Tidak boleh bentuknya sebagai clause. And the clause requires conjunction to do it. That's why in the sentence, I will do it as you advise. Kita harus pakai as. Kalau like you advise, nah seharusnya dimakanya mungkin berupa phrase atau langsung noun-nya. Not in the form of clause. How about in and into? So in means inside of, it indicates location without action. Meanwhile, into, it indicates direction and it needs movement from the outside to the inside. The example, the cat is in the basket. Berarti dia udah di dalam keranjang itu. Tapi kalau the cat went into the basket, berarti ada perpindahan yang kita lihat. Catnya awalnya di luar, kemudian it gets into the basket. Ada perpindahan dari luar ke dalam keranjangnya. Therefore, we need to use into. Okay, let's recognize. Is it correct or no, Bapak Ibu? The game was called on because of rain. Or I knew I could count on you to do a good job. Do you think it's correct or no, Bapak Ibu? Ada nggak Bapak Ibu pernah mendengar called on? Called on. The game was called on. No? You never heard? Okay. So called on actually yang ingin dibuat di sini adalah called off. Now the game was called off because of rain. It means that the game was cancelled, Bapak Ibu. Jadi cancelled itu bisa kita pakai idiomatic prepositionnya sebagai called off. So called off means cancelled. That is the meaning that makes sense. Kalau called on, there is no meaning called on. Adanya hold on. Tapi called on, there is no meaning. There is no such a make sense meaning that we can make from the word called on di dalam kalimat itu. Seharusnya kan gamenya berhenti. Berarti cancelled. Cancelled itu prepositionnya adalah called off, not called on. Therefore, number one should be the game was called off because of rain. And then number two, I knew I could count in you to do a good job. Do we need count in?
Tidak ada.
Okay, no ideas too? Okay, in the second example, it is not correct in English to use count in someone. We use count on. Kalau Bapak Ibu dengar lagu Bruno Mars, you can count on me. Nah, dia bilang seperti itu, count on, not count in. Wah, called on berarti kalau yang di atas tadi, called on maknanya berarti visit, mengunjungi. The game was called on. The game-nya dikunjungi karena hujan. Doesn't make sense. Okay, called off. I knew I could count in. Nope, I could count on you to do a good job. Okay. Let's see. Nah, yang ini correct or incorrect? The first one. After school, many students participate in sports. This is the correct one because we can use after, yes, and in. After school, many students participate in sports. Number two is incorrect. I know I can rely in you. Now, this is the same with count. I can count on you to be here on time. It should be On time? In time. On time. Okay. How about number 3, Bapak Ibu? Is it correct or incorrect? Okay, so number 3 is correct, Bapak Ibu? Banyak Bapak Ibu jawab correct. Okay, if you did would like to read, turn on. Yes, this did turn on. Correct. How about number 4? 4E? Incorrect. Okay, the collocation is on bring at, ya Bapak Ibu. Do we use bring at their child? Use this one. Bring at. With this one. Look for. Okay, so let's discuss number 4, Bapak Ibu. Parents always try to bring at their children to be thoughtful. So your answer is here is incorrect. Yep, it's incorrect. But we do not use bring on. Bring when we use bring at, it means tak kayak membawa ke sesuatu tempat, right? The direction, Bapak Ibu. In this case, the meaning should be raising. Karena dia thoughtful kan, the children to be thoughtful. Jadi what do we call that? Membesarkan. Orang tua membesarkan kan dalam bahasa Indonesianya seperti itu. So it means that the parents wants to raise or nurture the children to be thoughtful, menjadi orang yang seperti itu. Nah, in this case, yang bermakna untuk membesarkan anak adalah bring up. So we cannot use bring at, but bring up. Parents always try to bring up their children to be thoughtful because it deals with characteristics. Jadi kayak sifat seseorang. So that's number 4, Bapak Ibu. It's incorrect karena seharusnya jadinya bring up, not bring at. Okay, let's come to number 5. I have to consult to. Is it correct or incorrect? Do we need to use consult too?
No, Miss Dian.
With Okay, sorry, sir. I get cough. So what is the correct one, Mr. Teddy?
I'll have to consult my without to.
Without to. So we don't need to put to after consult, it just directly put the noun.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Yes, correct, sir. So the verb consult means to find advice, right? So after the verb consult, we do not need to put any more preposition. Therefore, yes, the correct answer is delete the to or skip the to. So number 5 is also incorrect. Okay, so how about number 6? Do we use look for? So
Yeah.
we have many collocation for look, yeah, sir.
Look for.
Yeah, the look at, look like, look for, look
Yep.
after.
It's
For
correct.
this,
It's correct, Miss Dian.
yep. So for this case, look for is correct or
Correct.
right? Correct.
No, correct.
Correct. Because we need to find the key. Walt has to find his key because he lost it. Jadi yang look yang bermakna mencari, search, is actually look for. Yep. Look after means keep, menjaga.
Menjaga.
Look at means see.
Lihat.
So there are so many collocations of look, tapi yang bermakna di sini yang tepat adalah look for. Yes, so number 6 is correct. Yes, Miss Dila is also correct. How about number 7? Do we use cheating with on?
No.
No. So what do we use, sir?
Cheating in.
Cheating in. Cheating on, sir. Cheating on, not cheating on the exam. We use cheating with on. How about proof? A proof at. Okay, I forget to put another annotation. Okay. Do we use a proof with at? Oh, Ibu Eka says correct. Miss Nova says incorrect. What do you think, Ibu? Bapak Ibu. Approve, cheating with on, yes, correct. Tapi approve with at, is it correct or incorrect? Approve. What do we use approve with? Oh, Mr. Ahmad says correct. Okay. So actually, Bapak Ibu, the correct prepositions to use with approve is actually of, not at. So I just don't approve of. So I don't approve of. You are cheating on the exam. So approve of means to disapproval, Bapak Ibu. Kalau approve of itu maknanya tidak menyetujui. Approve of. But you're cheating on the exam. So number 7 is actually incorrect. How about number 8? Do we need to put out?
Put off.
Uh-huh. So it's correct, sir? Put out. Oh, put off.
Put off.
Put off. Okay. Oh, Miss Dila says correct. Put out your cigarette. Put off your cigarette. So actually, number 8, put out is the correct one because the meaning is to extinguish or to stop something. So the correct number 8 is actually correct. Put out your cigarette means stop your cigarette from burning. Okay. About number 8, number 9, Bapak Ibu. Failure to pass the test will result to. Do we use to with the result? Yeah, do we use result with to? Okay. Result with on. We use result with on. If we need to make a result with something yang tujuannya adalah lead to or cause something to happen, we actually can use result in, Bapak Ibu. So it's incorrect, yes. Karena seharusnya jawabannya failure to pass a test will result in the loss of your license. Yeah. The test will result, yep, in the loss of your license. That's the correct one. Loss of your license. And then the last one, Bapak Ibu, number 10. The preposition is actually unlawful for and grows to. What do you think, Bapak Ibu? Is it correct or incorrect? Okay. Yep, correct. Yes, Bapak Ibu. It is unlawful for paroles to associate with non-felons. Yes. So number 10 is actually correct. Let's clear it. Clear all my drawings. Okay. Okay. Now let's continue. This is the answer, Bapak Ibu. Nanti Bapak Ibu bisa lihat lagi ke belakangnya. Okay. Nah, let's come to number 2. Recognize when prepositions have been omitted. Jadi ada yang di omitted. Not admitted, sorry. It should be omitted ya Bapak Ibu, not admitted. Sometimes a necessary preposition has been admitted. My bad. Sometimes a necessary preposition has been omitted. So it means that sometimes it's skipped. We need it, but we skip it. So what prepositions do we miss in this sentence? Can you wake me after the game? Nah, ini ada yang hilang Bapak Ibu. What do we miss? Pardon me, miss? For, yes. Can you wait? Where do we put for?
After wait.
After wait. Can you wait for me after the game? Yes, correct. And then number 2, I plan attending the meeting. Which one? Do we need the to add the prepositions or we just omit it?
To.
True. So where do we put the to?
After attending.
After attending. So I plan attending to the meeting. Okay. I plan attending, not I plan to attending the meeting. Not like that. I plan to attending the meeting or I plan attending to the meeting.
I plan attending to the meeting.
To the meeting. Okay. So we need to put to after attending.
Attending.
I plan to. Kan datangnya dari situ ya Bapak Ibu. I plan to. I plan to attend the meeting. I plan attending to the meeting. Okay, let's see. Is it correct or incorrect, Bapak Ibu? Still the same. Number one is the one is already answered. If you take this job, it will be necessary to deal
With.
Yeah,
With.
with. Yes. How about number 2? Each child took one cookie from the plate. So from. How about number 3?
In the discussion. At to the end.
And where do we put at, sir?
After sided.
After sided?
Yes.
Oh, after. So Rob sided at the rest.
Yep.
The rest means sisanya. Do we put at the rest? So it's place, sir? Sided the rest, berarti kan di sini Rob sided the rest, berarti dia memihak sisanya.
How about to, Miss?
How about to? Rob sided to the rest. It's incorrect, yes, but yeah, with is the correct one. Rob sided with the rest. So Rob agree with with the rest of the audience, for example. So Rob sided with the rest. How about number 4, Bapak Ibu? Okay. Here the word that needs preposition is actually turn. Kalau turn saja berarti kan berbalik ya, Bapak Ibu. Turn berbelok. Now, in that case, in the sentence, what do we need? Dengan turn, Bapak Ibu. which means the board turned his suggestion for the project because it was too costly. It means that the board didn't agree with the suggestion. Nah, turn apa yang bermaksud doesn't agree or didn't agree. Kalau turn on, hidupkan. Artinya turn off,
Turn down.
matikan. Turn down, yes, turn down. So it means that disapproval or rejection or refusing. So we need to use turn down. The board turned down his suggestion for the project because it was too costly. Okay, number 5, Bapak Ibu. Oh, number 5 is correct. Turned out. Oh, turned out means reveal. It turned out that ini ternyata turned out. In this case, turned out ya Bapak Ibu. How about number 5? With depend, Bapak Ibu.
Depend.
Depend.
Depend. It can always depend
Uh-huh.
on.
On. Yes. It can always depend on his friends. Berarti bergantung. Depend on. Depend on means rely or trust someone or something. Okay, this is the answer. Bapak Ibu nanti bisa lihat lagi. Okay, now it's review Bapak Ibu dari dua-duanya yang tadi. Materi kita ada 2. It's the review questions. Is it correct or incorrect? Masih sama Bapak Ibu. Correct or incorrect?
Number 1.
Uh-huh. Hand in.
Hand over.
Hand over. Oh, I'm sorry. What is actually hand in?
Hand over.
Hand over. Hand in can be correct too. It can be correct, sir. Hand in is actually means menyerahkan. So hand in. Hand in. We can use hand in. Okay, how about number 2? It will be difficult to forgive you of breaking. It will be difficult to forgive you of breaking your promise. Do we use difficult too? And forgive of?
It will be difficult to forgive you for breaking your promise.
Yeah.
For.
We do not use of, but we use for. Yes, for breaking your promise. Forgive you for. How about number 3? Do we need to put any preposition after excels? Like good. Kalau misalnya Bapak Ibu biasa pakai good ya. It's just the same with excels. Misalnya I'm good at. Nah, biasanya kan seperti itu. Good pasangannya at. I'm good at archiving things contohnya. I'm good at counting math, for example. Now, how about excels? Do we use at with excels or we didn't use anything with excels?
Excels with Miss Dian.
Excels with, sir?
Can we?
Okay. It's more preferable we use in. Elizabeth excels.
Excels
Good
in
with
math
that.
and science.
Yeah. Good with at, excels with in. Okay. Number 4. Insisted on, in spite of. What do we use insisted with, Bapak Ibu? Insisted with on? In spite with of? Is it correct?
Correct, Miss Dian.
Correct. Yeah, correct, sir. Insisted with on, masih keras dengan on, in spite with of. Sampai dengan despite on, just like that. Number 5. Nah, yang ini pakai looks tadi Bapak Ibu. Looks just like him. Dan yang kedua ada remind me to. Apakah kita menggunakan remind dengan to? Dan apakah tepat menggunakan look dengan like di sini, bukan look as?
I think it's still correct, Miss Dian.
Is still correct, sir?
Mhm.
Remind with to.
Yes. Reminds me to. Reminds to. Looks like just. Looks like.
Look like is okay. Karena
Okay.
resemblance. Okay, appearance.
Mhm.
Remind. Is it remind me to you or remind me of you?
Remind me too.
Remind me of, sir. Remind me of you. It reminds me of you, for example. Wow, you look like my father. It reminds me of him. He is off. We do not use to. So it's better for you, to use off, not to. Okay. Okay, let's use quizzes, Bapak Ibu. We still have time. Plenty of time, 20 minutes. Okay, I will share you the screen for quizzes. Bapak Ibu, be ready to open the quizzes. Okay, wait for a while. This is the actual TOEFL preparations yang untuk structure with prepositions, Bapak Ibu. Wait for a while. Now we'll start. No. Okay, Bapak Ibu, so please join the quizzes in this code. The code is 398190. There will be 10 questions, Bapak Ibu. 10 questions. Kalau di dalam soal TOEFL berarti 10 soal berarti 10 menit. 10 questions and not 10 menit. 40 questions for 25 minutes. It means that 1 minute for 2 questions. Jadi kalau misalnya Bapak Ibu ketemu soalnya 10, seharusnya bisa dilakukan dalam 5 menit. 5 minutes. So we'll just try. Mungkin 10 menit, Bapak Ibu. Yeah, we can do that in 10 minutes. 10 20 bisa selesai. Okay, so I do hope that all of the participants in this Zoom meeting or that watch in YouTube can follow the quiz on quizzes so you can know better. The more you know the pattern, the more you get familiar with it, the more you are going to be able to answer the questions well. It just deals with familiarity, Bapak Ibu. So the more you get familiar, the better you answer. Okay. We'll just wait, Miss Nadia. Kita tunggu ya, Miss. Yeah, we're just going to wait for the participants to join. Okay, still 10, 11 participants. Come on, Bapak Ibu.
Ayo Bapak Ibu, silakan di-join quizisnya. Kita masih 12 partisipan. Ada 182 orang di grup ini. Silakan join di quizis. Oke, masih 37 partisipan. Kita tunggu sampai 50, lalu kita mulai ya, Bo. Okay, can we start now, Miss Dian?
Okay, Miss Nadia, thank you. So, Bapak Ibu, do you ready? There will be 10 questions ya, Bapak Ibu. 10 pertanyaan. Just choose the incorrect one ya, Bapak Ibu. Jangan lupa pertanyaannya itu harus yang kita tuh harus mencari yang salah, bukan mencari yang benar. Yang salah. And focus on the preposition. Okay, let's wait in 2 minutes, Bapak Ibu. So we're going to stop to end. So Bapak Ibu yang belum selesai, please be quick. Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, let's add. And let's see the result. Oh, Tess. Who is Tess? Okay. So, Bapak Ibu, this is the board. Okay, let's see the questions. Kita bahas questionnya ya, Bapak Ibu. So, number 1, let's review. This one. Amelia Earhart, the correct one is actually C. We need to use disappeared with in. Yes, disappeared in June. Karena setelahnya bulan, Bapak Ibu, so in June. Okay, number 2. So the answer is actually A. The occurrence edema indicates the presence of serious illness. Oh yeah, this one, yeah. So the occur of edema. Okay, let's see. Yang ini nggak ada hubungannya sama preposition ya Bapak Ibu. I'm so sorry. The next one, the incorrect one is C, to be composed. What do we use with by? With, to be composed with proton and neutrons. Yes. How about this one? According, apa yang hilang Bapak Ibu? To, yes, according to legend. Okay. Here, this one, B is attached. We do not use for with attached. We use with. Attached with, we use attached to the back of. Okay, the next one, Bapak Ibu, 4 are classified for annuals. By classified for annuals. We can use by classified by annuals. Okay, B is controlled by mainsprings. Kira-kira kenapa salah Bapak Ibu?
Offspring.
Offsprings, yes. Di sini ada means, ini noun. Kemudian ada noun lagi. Therefore, we need to put of untuk menyambungnya. Means offsprings. How about this one? See house in July of noon, the pet carrot killed by the kid in a house. Close for Sumner. What do we use, Bapak Ibu? We use in
At the house.
at the house, on the house,
Oh, on the house.
on the house, in the house, on the house, at the house, kalau at the berarti harus at the house. Tapi kalau tidak ada the-nya berarti kita pakai on the house. Yep. Next one it's D at the convection principle. Kenapa salah kira-kira Bapak Ibu yang di? We can use at the, but we need to use
On.
on the convection. On the convection itu karena mengindicate the principle yang being applied. So on the convection bukan refer to place. And the last one, the incorrect one is D and covered for. Kalau covered pasangannya apa Bapak Ibu?
Covered by, Miss Dian?
Covered by craters. Tertutupi oleh. So covered by craters. Yes, Bapak Ibu. That's 10 already. Yay. Okay, let's close it. Let me see. Do I still have any slides? Okay. No more slides. I'm sure that's the end of my presentation for today, Miss Nadia. Is there any question from Bapak Ibu?
Miss Dian, how can we get the slide in LMS?
Oh, sure.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. But I have not posted yet, actually. I've
Okay.
just posted the assignment in our LMS, and I will send it right away after I fix some things.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome, sir. Okay, Bapak Ibu, so at the end, this is actually the preposition, problems with preposition is a little bit difficult, tapi porsinya tidak terlalu banyak, not too many questions relate to problems with preposition, but however, Bapak Ibu, it's still common questions, and the things that we can do is what I've told you in the beginning of our meeting is get familiar with it, because some collocations may have different meaning if you put it with another word, like look, what we have before, look off, look in, look out, look after, and also with take, like take off, take on, take in. It may create different meaning if we put it with a wrong preposition. Therefore, the most important thing is get familiar with it. Maybe you can watch movie, maybe you can listen to some songs, rather than you read the dictionary. Kayak kalau reading dictionary of collocations itu sama tebelnya dengan dictionary biasa Bapak Ibu. So it's just as thick as the common dictionary. And it develops, it grows, kayak bertambah terus Bapak Ibu. So therefore, it will be better for you if you can get familiar with it and you get to know it better. Yes, I will give it back to Miss Nadia.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Dian, for the insightful session for today, and thank you so much for giving us lecture despite your condition not feeling so well. I appreciate that, and I'm sure all of Bestie Lover appreciate your efforts
Well,
to
thank you.
still lecture us on this time.
Thank you so much.
Bapak Ibu,
I will also like to say sorry because um, it's been the past week and I'm still not in a very good shape. But I'm trying, Bapak Ibu. I'm so sorry. Sometimes if my voice sometimes is not clear, I'm blah blah blah. You can ask me through our group chat, or maybe you can ask me through the private chat. It will be okay. It will be okay if you still have something to ask. Thank you, Miss
ya,
Nadia.
thank you so much, Miss Dian. And Bapak Ibu, jika ada yang ingin bertanya, boleh silahkan angkat tangan. Atau kalau emang ingin lebih nyaman di kolom chat, silahkan chat langsung ke Miss Dian. Miss Dian bersedia untuk menjawab pertanyaan di kolom chat. Sebelum kita menutup sesi hari ini, izinkan saya mengingatkan kembali link absen sudah di-share. Link absen sudah di-share di kolom chat bersama link post-test dan link pretest. Kemudian diingatkan kembali kepada Bapak Ibu bahwa untuk sertifikat batch 6 akan dibagikan di akhir series 10. Jadi tidak dibagikan lagi di setiap series seperti pada series batch-batch sebelumnya. Jadi untuk sertifikat batch 6 akan dibagikan di akhir seri ke-10 untuk peserta yang mengerjakan tugas di akun LMS. Oke, sebelum kita tutup, adakah yang ingin bertanya lagi terkait sertifikat ataupun tugas-tugas yang ada di LMS? Okay, if there is no more question about our program, I will end our session. Thank you so much for your attendance. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next time, Bapak Ibu. Can't wait to see you in face-to-face meeting. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.
Everyone's changing, I stay the same. I'm the solo cello outside a chorus. I've got a secret, it's time for me to tell it. You've been keeping me warm. To sweet beginnings and bitter endings. In Coffee City, we borrowed heaven. Don't give it back, I've never felt so wanted. Are you taking me home? You tell me you have to go. Mejida, sun and sunshine, I miss you like nobody else in Mejida. Sun and sunshine, I'll kiss you, and nobody needs to know. Now that you've left me, there's no returning. I keep comparing, you're always winning. I try to be strong, but you'll never be more wanted. Will you make me at home? Don't tell me you have to go. Mejida, sun and sunshine, I miss you like nobody else in Mejida. Sun and sunshine, I kiss you, and nobody needs to know. Sweet beginnings and bitter endings. In Coffee City, we borrowed heaven. Don't give it back. Winter is coming and I need to stay warm. The heat heat out, summer sunshine, I miss you like nobody else in the heat out, summer sunshine, I kiss you and nobody knows in the heat out, summer sunshine, I miss you like nobody else in the heat out, summer sunshine, I kiss you and nobody needs to know. Everyone's changing, I stay the same. I'm the solo cello outside a chorus. I've got a secret, it's time for me to tell it. You've been keeping me warm. To sweet beginnings and bitter endings. In Coffee City, we borrowed heaven. Don't give it back, I've never felt so wanted. Are you taking me home? You tell me you have to go. The heat out, summer sunshine, I miss you like nobody else in the heat out, summer sunshine, I'll kiss you and nobody needs to know. Now that you've left me, there's no returning. I keep comparing, you're always winning. I try to be strong, but you'll never be more wanted. Will you make me at home? Don't tell me you have to go. The heat out, summer sunshine, I miss you like nobody else in the heat out, summer sunshine, I kiss you and nobody needs to know. Sweet beginnings and bitter endings. In Coffee City, we borrowed heaven. Don't give it back. Winter is coming and I need to stay warm. The heat out, summer sunshine, I miss you like nobody else in the heat out, summer sunshine, I kiss you and nobody knows in the heat out, summer sunshine, I miss you like nobody else in the heat out, summer sunshine, I kiss you paintings. In Coffee City, we borrowed heaven. Don't give it back. Winter is coming and I need to stay warm.